6 months ago, a BBC investigation revealed a series of modern-day British slums created by so-called sheds with beds. The illegal structures, some dangerous and cramped, are offered by landlords, often to Britain's illegal immigrants. In response, ministers today vow to tackle rogue landlords who illegally let their outbuildings. Our correspondent, Chris Rogers, has been given exclusive access to a raid as part of a new crackdown.
Open the door, please, Home Office.
This doorway leads to one of Britain's modern-day slums in Southall, West London. Inside, illegal immigrants cramped in rented rooms. Accommodation extends to the garden in so-called sheds with beds. These outer buildings are often constructed without planning permission. They can be dangerous, with exposed wiring and poor sanitation.
Get changed, put some clothes on.
They're offered as a cheaper alternative to people struggling to meet high rents, mainly Indian and Pakistani illegal immigrants. There is no escape, even through the back doors that lead to surrounding alleyways. So how many of you are living in this shed?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 of you. 3 in there, 2 in there. It's cramped, small. The message the ministers responsible for housing and immigration want to get across is we're dealing with it. Councils have been given more power and money.
This is a pretty sophisticated shed if I ever saw one. Had that been stopped right at the early stage, we wouldn't be ending up with streets of buildings like this with, lots of people shoved into small spaces. But this needs to be actually tackled by the councils on a planning basis from the outset, and they need to show an example by knocking some of these down.
But there's thousands of them.
Yes, and you have to start somewhere.
But the focus of operations like this one, targeting 6 houses in one street, is not to flush out illegal immigrants, but to prosecute the landlords who exploit them. It's a national problem, but the highest concentration is found in Southall. Hundreds of rogue landlords are providing slum-like accommodation for a total of around £800 a month. 22 illegal immigrants were found, including a child. 14 were living in illegal sheds with beds. Their landlords now face prosecution.
We'll continue to work with other agencies, but we do need more powers. We need powers to actually enforce and take to court immediately rather than just issue warnings.
Just a mile from Southall's slums, illegal immigrants have found refuge under motorway bridges. Migrant welfare groups are warning a crackdown on sheds with beds will drive more immigrants onto the streets. Chris Rogers, BBC News, West London.